When you were in Mississippi, did you hear of lynchings?
I've seen it, not here. Shit, see. The first one I seen, they hung a kid in Mobile, Alabama. And the young white kid, they had him hanging in, matter of fact, I might have that picture somewhere now, but they had him hanging in a tree. And the white kid would go around with sticks and come around and hit him on the feet. You know, yeah.
And you saw this lynching?
I seen it. And I don't know why they don't have that on television, but I can remember seeing a black guy being castrated, like he cut a hog's teeth out.
This is after he was already on a tree?
Yeah, that one, not him, it was another one, you know. Because white would paint themselves white, black, and rape the white women, and they would be looking for black people that did it, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've seen all that, you know. And,
well, you're one of the first ones brave enough to tell me about it, because most of the other people that I've spoken with that you're in your age range, they don't want to talk about it.
I don't know why, but it ain't nothing to, hey, the way I see Saffold, that was a way of life, so I don't know who to hate, you know. And hey, when I forget, when I was trucking, so many places wouldn't serve me. We don't serve blacks. I don't eat them. But anyway, I was down in Virginia. I was on my way to New York. I was on my way to Newport News. I had to load out of Buffalo, New York. And I was driving at night about 1 o'clock, and I'm looking for a truck stop. And I see this sign, truck stop, 15 miles. I go. So I finally got there and pulled around the back where the truck was parking. And I went. This is on Saturday. Saturday night. So I went in, parked my truck, went in there and jumped up on this bar. And the little girl, about 18 years old, white girl, she came out. She said, "Can I help you?" I said, "Yeah." So I always crazy about sweets. So donuts, I said, "Yeah, give me a couple of donuts, a cup of coffee." So she went back in the back. Damn, she ain't come back out yet. No, it wouldn't take this long to make a cup of coffee. She's about 15 years old, 16, maybe out of school, but helping her father place. She come out. I could see the tears in her eyes. She said, "I'm sorry." She I have to fix it to go. I said, "Shit, what the hell wrong with me? I forgot." I said, "No, baby." I said, "I tell you what. I want to take it to go." I said, "Because if it's that bad, I can't sit here and drink it. I don't know what you might go back there and put in it. I'm going to get in my truck and take a sip and drop dead." So I said, "I'll see you next time." Oh, God. See, like I said, if you ain't been through it, you don't know it. You're talking about what you've seen on television. But what I'm telling you, I had the experience. Take it like the Waffle House. I remember when the Waffle House first came out. I was in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. Between Charlotte and Spartanburg. I didn't want to make out my logs, but I wanted to catch up my logs. So I went in. Nobody in there but, no. Drop that. Yeah, but anyway, I went in this Waffle House and I sat down and I started, and I'm looking under, I'm catching up my logs. Everybody coming in. Whitey. Waitress with the little tab and right over to the table. I'm sitting there. And I'm in there for 30 minutes, but I done got all my log work. And this one waitress came over and she said, "I'm sorry. I didn't see you." She said, "Mind if I wait on this guy?" The guy said, "He got a flight to catch." I said, "Hell, I've been had one to catch for 4 or 5 minutes." But anyway, she wanted to slow down. That was one of the stories. Now they talking about the North, wasn't segregated shit. Springfield, Ohio, right now where my Dante's wife lived. I went into Springfield one morning with nobody at that truck stop. 8 o'clock in the morning. I just came out of Texas with a load going up east somewhere. But anyway, me and the waitress about the first people in the truck stop. That was on Route 4, coming out of Springfield. So I stopped and I went to make out my log, so I got my logbook all caught up and everything. 3 waitresses over the counter, 3 of them, 3 girls. I'm doing my book work and I'm looking on the eye. Nobody come over to bring me a cup, a glass of water. So finally one got nerve, I'll teach you for them. Finally one got nerve enough to come over and ask me, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Now it was 3 waitresses and me, because the truck stop, not a truck stop, but the restaurant just had opened up. Now excuse me for what I'm going to tell you. So I'm kind of getting mad. So she said, I'm sorry I didn't see you. I said, you didn't? I said, well, baby, I'm the blackest language in here. So she said, what can I get you? I said, nothing. I'm finished. I done cut up my logbook and gone.
Well, I'm sure you have lots of stories like that.
I could tell you, I could sit in. But you know, that didn't bother me. That was the way of life. They made the rules and they break the rules. And I had some good times.
So when you went to New York for the first time, did you go to Harlem?
Yeah. I went to Harlem, Fleshman, you name it. We had a big truck stop just before you go across the bridge over in Connecticut, right at the thing. It was segregated in New York City. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Boston, you name it, all over the world. And it was actually, the segregation was better down south than it was here, because you know what you could do down south, but you didn't know where you was going here. See, that's what, you got one foot in the door and you had to back out. Well, you didn't put one foot in the door in the south, because you know
already
you wasn't
how
supposed
it
to go
is.
in there. Mm-hmm. But you don't know where. That time, in the 50s, you didn't know where to go. Cleveland was more segregated, and Mississippi was hidden behind closed doors. By law, they had to serve, but Mississippi had their own law. You know what I mean? And here, Akron was a little bit open. Here, Akron was better open than Cleveland was. Back in the 70s, and that's why we go to Akron to party. We party all night long up there in Akron, you know what I mean? You know, stuff like that. Boston, Holyoke, Maine, what big shots. I mean, I had a load of gum and went to Holyoke, Maine one time. Dispatch. I loaded out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And the guy didn't want to unload me. He says, we didn't know all this. Ain't no black driver, deliver here. I said, well, I'll tell you what, guy. I said, the address says so-and-so and so-and-so. I said, well, just sign my bill. So I don't get paid, but I'll take it back or not. I don't give a damn. Just sign my bill that you refuse to take it. But he went on and unloaded me anyway. Now that was in Boston. And but I was in Rochester, and there's a restaurant there. I used to just do it I get out and I go in this place, and that wasn't nobody there but me at the bar, at the county. When I left, there wasn't nobody but me. You know, just other truck drivers, my own truck driver. Wasn't nobody but me. But anyway, they wouldn't sit beside of me or nothing, I'd have the whole big bar by myself, because they'll find a seat, or I know they, come to. I kept all that in mind. Mm-hmm.
So when you first started driving trucks, were a lot of black men driving trucks then?
See, that's what they told me when I closed my business in Pine Street. They said, you can't make it, man. I said, what do you mean? He said, ain't no blacks out there. There's going to be one. And that's me.
Wow.
Because I'm going to follow the money, Because the people ain't going to deny it, they're free, Mm-hmm. And Then I was stopped a lot of time. I was stopped. They tried to make me act a fool.
Oh, the police used to stop you?
Oh, they go.
Oh, tell me about
Yeah,
that.
and they said, don't think I'll stop you because you're black. I said, look, man, I said, I know you done heard that a million times. I said, but if I'm doing something wrong, you stop me, you know. So we leave with a laugh, you know. So like that. Yeah, I went through all that. But they try to make you mad enough not to do what they say or don't stop. That's wrong. That's why I tell these young kids today, you're killing your own self. You know the man want to kill you, so why give him a chance to kill you? You know? Just like this down in Ferguson, Missouri. Ferguson, Missouri owe me $25 right now. Guy put me on the scales. He thought I was overloaded. He weighed me. All my axes come out perfect. I told him, man, I ain't got a 7,000 pounds on, but I had a covered wagon, you know. But I had flaps on my trailer rail low to the ground. And he thought, because they were still at the low ground. But anyway, he weighed me, I saw that. But I had a book, Missouri. I didn't have a bingo stamp for Missouri on it because I didn't need it. Because Missouri acknowledged Ohio and Illinois stamp. So he take me down to the precinct because I didn't have, and I tried to tell him, officer, I said, you're wrong. I said, I don't need that Missouri stamp. So he take me down to the precinct, 15 miles from the scale, charged me $25. And he gave me a ticket, I paid it, and he getting ready to leave. I said, hey, wait a minute, where you going? I said, you got to take me back to my truck. He said, I don't run a cab driver. I don't run a cab company. I said, well, hell, you ran one when you brought me here. Yeah. So the girl that worked in the office, she said, Mr. Capes, that I had paid the money. She said, I'll be off in 5 minutes. White girl. She said, I'll take it, go out and get your seat. I'll take it back to the truck. So she did. I waited, and she take me back to the truck.
Did you ever encounter an experience where you were scared? Like, anything ever happened to you?
Never was scared. But I always said this in my life, I meant it. I kept a gun in my truck all the time, but I had it hidden in there. But nobody knew where it was but me. Don't hit me. Don't never hit me. If you do, that's the last time you will hit anybody, because I'm going to kill you. I ain't going to do nothing to make you kill me, but I'm going to kill you if you hit me, you know. So,
you're going to defend yourself.
I'm going to defend myself, because I know that was the way of life. So I got to do it.